Now, have you ever had that moment where you look around at your job and think, is this it? You're having the same lunch, the same meetings, you're seeing the same people all day, and you check the clock, it's, I don't know, 11 a.m., and somehow you are already drained? Well, that was exactly me. I was working at corporate banking, big company, nice title, suit and tie, the whole shebang, but every day I felt like I was bored out of my mind. I was playing a role I never consciously signed up for. And I remember one time my dad was really sick. I needed a day off to take him to the hospital, and instead of just going, I had to file a request, get it signed off, explain the situation to my manager like I was asking for a favor or something. And that was the moment I realized I didn't even control my own time. I wasn't free at all. I was just well dressed and, not to forget, highly replaceable. And somehow I unconsciously worked myself into that position. So I couldn't blame anyone else but myself. After that day with my dad, something really shifted. I started paying attention to things that, were noticeable, and I was becoming more aware. Every meeting, I started feeling like it was a waste of time, and every task also became meaningless to me. And I realized I was spending the best hours of my life while still being young, doing work I didn't care about, for people I didn't know, and also following rules I didn't believe in. And you know what was the worst part? I didn't really hate my job, and that was what made it so scary. It was just fine. Fine enough to keep me stuck, fine enough to make the idea of leaving feel like a risk. But I mean, in my gut, I knew if I stayed, nothing would really change. And I would probably be wasting the best years of my life doing something I didn't feel anything for. So what did I do? I started looking for a way out. And like most people that went down the make money online rabbit hole on Google, I tried a lot of things. I tried dropshipping. I had early success, then failed at the end because the profit margins were so thin. I tried affiliate marketing, got nowhere. I tried building an eyewear brand. I had no audience and no big capital to invest. So that was short-lived as well. You know, by that time, it all felt like I was chasing trends instead of building something real. And then I came across this one video of this guy running Facebook ads for a local business. And it was the first time something clicked, because it wasn't a trend this time. It wasn't, build a passive income stream overnight while doing nothing. It was learn a skill, solve a problem that literally every business in the world has, and get paid for it. And I'm a logical guy, and for once I finally found something that made sense from every angle I looked at it. So I started learning after work, on weekends, late at night. I studied everything I could about media buying. Facebook ads, Google ads, TikTok ads. I didn't care about the platforms. I cared about understanding how this marketing game works and how to use consumer psychology to make anyone buy anything I want. Because, here's the thing nobody tells you. Businesses don't care about your effort or your degree. That's all outdated. Now, they care if you can help them grow or not. And media buying lets you do exactly that. If you know how to turn $1 in ad spend into $4 in revenue, you are valuable to any business out there. And it doesn't matter where you live. It doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter if you have a degree or you're a college dropout. None of that matters. And the more I thought about it, the more sense it made to me. So I kept learning, I practiced, I took on a couple test clients just to see if I could make this thing work. And once I got those results, they didn't just pay me once, they stayed and paid me each month after. Now, this is a funny one. One time I was mentioning to a client that I was really busy that week, and I forgot to send them the new monthly invoice, and they literally panicked. They thought I had dropped their business. They were literally sending me messages like, hey, we didn't get any invoice this month. Please don't drop us. We need your help to make this actually work. I was sitting there, and that's when I realized, I was like, shit, I'm that valuable, And fast forward a bit, in just 2 months, I had a few clients, a decent monthly income, and most importantly, full-time control of my life for the first time in my life. I didn't need permission to take care of my family. I didn't need to lie about a dentist appointment when I actually needed a mental health day. And I could wake up, open my laptop, and work from anywhere. As long as I had Wi-Fi, my clients couldn't care less about where I actually was. And fast forward even further, I now have a $1 million a year marketing agency with over 25 people working for me remotely that are living the same life as I do. I've traveled to over a dozen countries in the past years just alone. And I worked from cafes in Bangkok, rooftops in Bali, Airbnbs in the middle of nowhere. And yes, sometimes I'm still stressed. I'm still figuring things out. But I've never once thought I wish I stayed at my job, because the truth is I'd rather work 60 hours a week for myself doing something I love than working 40 hours for a boss and just hate my life. And look, man, I'm not saying media buying is for everyone, but it did change my life and so many others. It gave me freedom, options, and a skill that I can take anywhere, and nobody can take that from me, which is pretty amazing. So if you're sitting there like, hey, this idea of media buying sounds cool and wondering where to even start, well, I built a free community and a free course where I teach the exact skills I learned and how I also turned it into a business afterwards. Now, this is no BS, just what actually worked for me. Have a look. The link is in the description if you want in. If not, that's cool too. But don't stay stuck. You have way more in you than a job that drains you at 11 a.m.